When we're converting percents to fractions, we're going to have to be really careful when we are simplifying. But first, let's review the word percent. Every percent is out of 100 every single time. So all you have to do is write the percent as a fraction with 100 as your denominator. The last step, of course, as always with fractions, is to simplify. But let's use some information here to help us. Let's talk about all of the factors of 100. So all of the things that we can multiply and get 100. I've got 1 already listed. What would I multiply 1 by to get 100? Well, that's simply going to be 100, right? 1 times 100 would be 100. So then let's talk about 2. 2 times 50 would be 100. And let's talk about 4. 4 times 25 would be 100. And let's talk about 5. What times 5 is going to be 100? Well, that would be 20. And then lastly, we do have one number that we can multiply by itself that will give us 100, and that would be 10. 10 times 10 is 100. So when we are simplifying today, the only numbers that we can use are these here. 2, 4, 5, 10, 20, 25, and 50. Those are the only numbers that we can use to simplify. So let's look at some problems. Here I have 35%, so I'm going to write that as 35 over 100. Then I'm going to simplify, and I know 5 is on my list. Here's my 5. So I know that I can use the 5, and I can divide 35 and 100 both by 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7. 100 divided by 5 is 20. 7 over 20 cannot be simplified anymore, so I know I'm done. 5% would be 5 over 100. So then I'm going to simplify by 5, because that's the only thing that 5 can be divided by. And will give me 1 over 20. I know this is in simplest form because 1 is my numerator. 40% would be 40 out of 100. I want to simplify by the largest number that I can. So when I look at these numbers here, I know that I can simplify 40 by 20. If I count by 20s, I say 40 on my second attempt. So we can divide both of these by 20. 40 divided by 20 would be 2, and 100 divided by 20 would be 5. So my answer is 2/5. I want you to pause this video here and try the last 3. Maybe a couple of them you won't have to simplify. All right, check your work. You might have noticed that on 9% and 81%, we did not have to simplify. So those were pretty quick and easy problems.